Hey guys, welcome. It's your friendly neighborhood bee, and let's get straight into it, shall we? From r/true off my chest, I feel like my sister stole my life. My older sister, whom I love very dearly, is both someone I admire and deeply resent. She's 6 years older than me, and for as long as I can remember, has been my best friend. Half the time, I completely forget that she's actually my half sister. She's our mother's daughter from a previous relationship. Her dad is a deadbeat who's in jail. My sister not having a dad means that my dad effectively became hers. She's been daddy's little girl for all of my life. It has burned inside of me since I've really understood that my sister has another dad. How many experiences that should have been mine as the eldest daughter for my dad were taken over as hers. The one thing that kills me though, my dad's family traditions that are passed down in the family, several that are eldest daughter to eldest daughter, that's who our parental grandmother is passing these traditions down to. My grandma has a necklace whose jewel has been passed from eldest daughter to eldest daughter for as far as we can date, 245 years. It's very obvious that she will not be passing it down to me. I'm angry and resentful. I understand no one wants to make her feel like she's not family or any less loved, but these are all things that should have been mine, especially the traditions. Might be about to ruin my life and cause some awkward feelings, but I'm planning on asking my grandma for the necklace within the next few weeks. I'll be visiting her. I'm trying to think of a tactful way to go about it, but I just cannot watch another thing that should have been mine be passed right over me without at least fighting for it. Uh, my 2 cents, you sound a bit neglected as a child, and you do sound resentful. Um, I think it's stupid to treat your eldest differently than the rest of your children, and I think you need to talk to your family um, about how they treat you differently and how you feel neglected and left out, and not necessarily as the real eldest daughter, but as the neglected younger sister. And see if there's a way for you to feel more loved or at least equally loved in your mind. Just next one. Today I effed up by spending an entire Sunday optimizing my morning routine and making it approximately 4 times longer. This happened 3 Sundays ago, and I am still living with the consequence. Some context: my morning routine before this was about 25 minutes. Wake up, make coffee, shower, get dressed, leave. It was fine. Nothing was wrong with it. I don't know why I felt the need to improve something that was working. I have seen a few videos about morning routines and productivity, and I made the mistake of watching them on a Saturday night when I had nothing to do and was in a receptive mood. The videos were very convincing. The basic argument was that your morning sets the tone for your whole day, and that most people are leaving significant potential on the table by not being intentional about the first hour. I found this plausible. I should not have found this plausible. I spent the following Sunday building my optimized morning routine. I added journaling, which I had never done before. I added a 10-minute meditation. I added a specific sequence of stretches I found online that were supposed to activate something. I added reading for 20 minutes. I added a cold water face rinse at a specific point in the sequence because apparently this does something to your cortisol. I wrote all of this out in order and timed each component, and the total came to 1 hour and 40 minutes, which meant I would need to wake up at 5:15 a.m. to complete it before work. I did this for 4 days. On the 5th day, I woke up at 5:15, stared at my journal for a few minutes, wrote the word tired and a small drawing of a frowning face, skipped the meditation, did half the stretches, and went to make coffee. My original routine was 25 minutes and nothing was wrong with it. I now wake up at 5:15 out of habit and just sit in the kitchen in the dark for a while before my actual routine starts. This is somehow worse than when I began. Oh my god, you poor thing. You poor thing. You made your brain think that you're supposed to get up earlier. I mean, if you wanted to do something to increase your production, I guess you could do the stretches. Stretching's good for you. It's good for your muscles. I don't know. I guess you could do that, but that's all that I would really recommend because who who of us really likes to be awake that early? That sounds Rude. No, I wouldn't like it. Next one. Am I the butthole for defending my odd behavior? I, 19 male, am working retail at a small clothing store where most of my coworkers are women. Because the space is tight, we're constantly squeezing past each other behind the corner or on the floor during busy times. At some point, I picked up a habit. Whenever I have to pass closely by someone, I bring my hands up near my chest, not crossed, just held there. So it's clear I'm not touching anyone. I started doing it because I didn't want to accidentally make anyone uncomfortable. It just felt like a safe and respectful default. No one at work has ever commented on it, so I didn't think much of it. But now it's become automatic, and I catch myself doing it everywhere. A few nights ago, I was at a friend's house with a group of about 6 people. We were all in a crowded kitchen, and when I moved past one of my friends, I did the same thing with my hands. She immediately noticed and asked, "Why do I do that?" I explained it's just something I got used to at work, so I don't accidentally make anyone uncomfortable. She didn't come across as respectful and that it felt strange, like I was assuming people would misinterpret my intentions. Another friend agreed and said it actually made things feel more awkward. That frustrated me. I said I'm not trying to draw attention to it, just trying to be mindful and not come off the wrong way. I would rather be cautious than risk making someone uncomfortable, especially since no one at work has ever had an issue with it. She replied that no one asked me to do that and that I was the one making things awkward. I pushed back and said it seemed unfair to criticize me for trying to be considerate. It turned into a bit of an argument, and the mood felt off afterward. Now I'm second guessing myself. I thought I was being respectful, but they made it sound like it comes across as odd or even a little off putting. Am I the butthole? Nope, not at all. And especially as you're coming of age, for lack of a better term, that is a good habit to have as a man because you really wouldn't want to A, make someone uncomfortable, or B, be falsely accused because a false accusation could ruin your life, my love. It absolutely could. Um, and just saving yourself, saving your butt, like, oh, excuse me, my hands are here. You can't say nothing. My hands are here. I didn't do nothing. Like that, and it's polite. It's not rude. It's not disrespectful. It's not awkward. It's not any of those things. You're being polite and respectful. And I understand questioning when your friends are saying, "Oh, da, 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 da," but no, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. Not the butthole. Anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.